Yes, yes. Welcome back. Welcome back.
That was
Right
actually
now.
gas mode. That was gas mode.
Love that.
Welcome.
None of that.
Welcome. Welcome again, boys. Manchester United. This is a fair review. We were going to do it on the previous one, but we're definitely going to take up hours onto the video. So this is a proper video where we can actually go and dissect each player one by one.
Yeah.
So without further ado, I will literally start at the back with yours truly, the hair. David the hair.
Oh,
We'll start
Don't start
going
with
this
me.
way.
Please do not start with me. Do not
you
start with me.
gotta start it off.
You be the situation are defused by then. So who wants to open the floor this time? We can go. Come. You want to go around again?
Might as
Yeah,
well do that.
I'll go ahead. De Gea, this season's been shaky, man. Nah, do you know what? De Gea, I think it's time for him to go,
Well,
man.
this is out of 10, by the way. Are we
Yeah, it's
talking about?
ratings, bro. Man's
Are
trying
we
to
rating out of
get
10?
him out
Yeah.
the door already, bro. Fuck.
Bro,
Wait.
that's his
Wait,
rating.
boys, just before we go on, right? Are we gonna say 5 is average or 6?
So six. I would say 5 is. I'd say 5 is below average. Let's just say
No. Let's use normal metrics. 5 is bang on average. 0.5 rating, that's average, bro. If you're trying to go below average, go try.
So what's 6? Because that's still average anyway.
Yeah, but I feel as though like
Still like a high average.
for a United player.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll
Yeah.
say 6 is average because that
For a
would be
United player.
yeah. So 6 is average, 10 is brilliant, 1 or anything below 6 is whatever you make of it. We'll hear what you have to say about the player. So
All right. So do you know what? If I'm gonna give him a rating, I'm not gonna disrespect him completely because he's still a decent keeper, but top level, I don't think so. I think he's just slightly above average, 6, but he does terrible mistakes. So he could get a 5, but I'm gonna give him a 6 out of respect because he's a top keeper overall. But this season's been bad. Yeah, that's my opinion.
so cool. Right,
Yeah.
go on.
Well, you know what? It's a tough one. I have to agree. De Gea is someone that I truly respect. Of course, he's broke the record as well of 113 clean sheets. It's been a roller coaster season for him. So, on respect, I'm gonna give him a 6 as well. Just based on him saving his season as well by sort of putting through clean sheets and obviously breaking the record as well. So I'll give him a 6.
What was the record that he broke? Sorry.
So he's got 113 clean sheets. So he's
He's most
United.
for a United player.
for
Yeah.
United. Yeah, he's the only United player to
To ever get to that. Yeah, that's
So
so.
definitely put him up there with the best.
Sam?
But listen, our guy hit 400 appearances. You know, he's definitely a club legend. I'm not trying to hate. I think I have to say 6.2. I mean, just a bit generous. It is what it is, isn't it?
He's doing points now, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna say 6.2 because listen, he let in key mistakes, but there were some key saves as well. Give him 6.2.
That's fair.
Sully?
Bro, I'm gonna give him a 5, and I think that's being generous, to be honest with you. And I think I've given him that 5 because of the caliber player that he's been when we've been at our shittest. So that makes sense. So yeah, 5 out of 10 because I feel like if we'd had a more sure backline, I guess he could have done better. But either way, in his prime, he was able to do a lot worse, like in front of him, and he was still performing. But nowadays, he's not. Like you can see him, he doesn't even go for his foot. Like he's not going for his foot anymore. Like again, I'm not a goalkeeper. I can't judge it that way in it. But all I know is that he's cost us the most stats wise. Like in terms of goals, like goals conceded out of a mistake, De Gea is number 1, and it never used to be like that, innit? But that's where we're at right now. So 5 out of
What
10.
about you?
I'll give him a 6 if I have to be honest. Like he's obviously a good keeper, but the key moments where we actually needed him, those flops really like pain. If it was any any other time, I would have probably been in the 7s or 8s by now. But he done it in key moments, like when we actually needed it. So 6 to me. So
Yeah. So
David
that
De Gea.
brings De Gea up to 5.84 by Oliver.
Huh?
5.84 overall.
Oh, you done
But
average.
overall, he said overall average. is
Overall,
6.
for our video, he got a 5.84.
Oh, well done.
got-
All right.
To me, he got 6, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
That makes sense.
Fair. I think 6 is
On
fair.
average, you would say he got a 6. Yeah. So we're moving on to the next person. Whoever can start. It happens to be yours truly.
Whoa.
Mr. Silly. Let's go.
Ooh.
You go backwards. Yeah, Silly, you can go first.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka 7 out of 10. And that's just based on his defensive work in it. I think his link-up play since Bruno's come back has gone a lot better. So I would want to see more of an offensive threat for him, like the likes that you get from a Carvajal or what's that waste man's name? But yeah, you know, Liverpool's doing it well, man. Liverpool's doing it well, man. They've got some crazy fullbacks. So you just want him to be on that level for him to be able to whip those crosses in, get that final ball in. But yeah, 7 out of 10.
7?
Yeah,
Rambo?
7 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. That's me.
Is
All
it
right. Listen.
Wan-Bissaka or Wan-Bissaka? No one knows that.
Basically, yeah. I've seen him I know he doesn't look too comfortable going up, but I've seen him, put balls in the box. Very nice ones, easy ones.
Post Bruno, I've seen a little difference. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
no. I'm more referring to before Bruno. Like, when Daniel James was starting a lot, I saw him and like Lingard, they would miss kick open goals that Wan-Bissaka would hit across the goal. So I feel as if that happened, his assist tally would be higher. Not that his offensive game is that good as it is, but I'm saying he could have come away with more assists. So just for that, based off what I can see and what I can remember, I know his defensive work, I'm going to give him 8.4.
Wow. Okay. Go on then. Trey?
Wan-Bissaka, that is my Congolese brother right there, Let's just put it out there. You know what I mean? I know he's an English international, but the real people know he's from Congo, just putting it out there, man. I think his first season, he's done incredibly well to sort of settle down and just deliver the job. I think he's done a great job defensively. He's obviously improved our defense. Going forward, there was always going to be sort of a question whether he could sort of add value to how he pushes on forward. So based on overall, I'm going to give him I'm going to be a bit generous. I'm giving him a 9, man.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Giving him a 9.
Okay. Come.
That's a fan right there.
You know.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know what?
I agree with you.
I'm thinking a 9 as well. And for that reason, is because he is one of the best defenders I've seen it in our league. 101, no one can get past him. Sterling was his number one.
Yeah, he left him up.
Yeah, he put him in his pocket.
It's Sterling. That was such a great.
He was world class at that point as well, Sterling. A lot of people consider Sterling as world class, top 3 in the world during that game.
If it wasn't for Wan-Bissaka, I think we would have not won that game because Sterling would have created a bunch of problems.
Yep.
So
I think that's a very fair argument, bro.
And to be honest, even when we were playing bad before the restart, he was the only silver lining. You would look at the team, and Wan-Bissaka is always like our best player. Like
he'll probably win our Player of the Year, in my opinion.
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially,
How well he played consistently as well. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I would give him a 7, to be fair, because at the end of the day, in football, the modern game is changing, and I really do love his defensiveness. But if he just had the Ashley Young attackiveness, like it would just be a whole lot of difference. And I know it will come. He's still young. I mean, it will come, but I just don't know how much of it will come. Like it's not natural in him. You know what I'm saying? So 7 because of his defensive work, but I really want him to contribute going forward. So
I think his touch is a bit heavy. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah. It is.
he looks like a newborn cattle as well when he when he's trying to dribble, bro.
So yeah, the average is like 8.08 for AWB.
We'll take it. You'll probably take it. Next.
Lindelof.
Is that how you spell his name?
Nah, you butchered it.
Bruv, hey, I don't know, blood. Yeah, you know who we're talking about, bruv.
Look here.
Linda, blood. Linda.
Wow. I already know what rating Buffet is gonna give him.
You know the name I'm giving.
You know what? You might as well start off with him, innit, man?
Lindelof, I can give Lindelof 6. It would have been a 5, but he pulled his last point in literally towards the end where he gave us like brilliant performances. So he gets a 6 from me only because he's not what we want in Man United, but he's done his job.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's done his job.
Yeah.
6.
That's agreeable.
Zamwa, you want to go? You want to go around this way?
Yeah.
Agreed. Lindelof. The thing is, he's really good on the ball. He's just slow in it. If he was quick, I wouldn't even mind how bad he is in the air. I'm not gonna lie, he cost us a couple times in the air, quite a couple times. Like in the Southampton game, twice in both Southampton games. Was it Southampton the one where that guy? I've never heard of him before. Offending or
Yeah.
The guy that was created to ruin our night.
That guy.
Bro, in both Southampton games, we ended up drawing or even losing the first one because of a Lindelof header in it. But he was quite consistent. I'll give him that. It's just in the air and his speed is whack. But I think he was one of our more consistent players. Like we knew what we'd get out of him every game. It wasn't one of them ones where is he gonna have a good game? Is he gonna be injured? He was consistent. He always showed up, and for that, I'll stretch it to a 7, just because of consistency and just how good he is on the ball. He played well from the back.
Yeah.
Lindelof. Ooh. To be fair, I think he was. You're not wrong. He's been bang on average. He's made quite a few mistakes. To be fair, like if you want to be contending for the title, obviously I don't even think City has got that great of a centre back duo. Yeah. I think if you need to complement Maguire, who's already also slow, for example, I'm not going to get to Maguire in a bit, but he hasn't been the backup that Maguire needed. So yeah, I'll give him a 4 out of 10.
That. Go on then, Trey.
Lindelof. Boy, where do I start with Victor? You know what? If I'm honest with you, he's had obviously his moments where players such as like Vardy and a lot of these sort of aggressive strikers, they've targeted him, of course, because they've obviously highlighted him as the weaker point in our back line. He's done well to sort of manage that situation. Obviously, he's not always had the best of games, but I think together with Maguire, they're creating a little partnership together, and I think that partnership is producing sort of consistent results, man. And I think the more they play together, the better they will. The better they will get, of course, man. But based on his performances, I think I would have to agree with Zam. I'll give him about 7, definitely, just based on his consistent performances, his partnership with Maguire, And yeah, he's been a very sort of crucial player for us, and especially that last game against Leicester with Linda, who did have a really good game, especially against a hungry Vardy who's chasing the Golden Boot. So we was able to sort of contain them. You can argue no Maddison, no creative players for Leicester, but he did the job at the back. So I'll give him a 7, definitely.
Okay, come.
Yeah, I'd say he's done his job. He's done what is expected of him. Obviously, here and there he does mess up, but you can say that about Maguire. You can say that about Shaw. It happens. The back four are always under pressure. I can't hate on him too much. I'll give him a 6, or I'll give him a 6. Yeah, I won't give it a 0.5. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say 6.
Straight after these, isn't it?
Zamo, I'll leave the averages to you, so you can put the averages up, bro.
The average is 6 for Lindelof.
There we go.
Yeah, fair.
Mav, dude.
After I gave him a 4, he's still at 6. Wow. Okay, continue.
Man, hey, listen. I'm just saying, like, some of these scores here we're giving is very generous, because if we
That's
didn't
what I'm
make top 4,
thinking.
fam, if we didn't make top 4, I think we'll be slaying right now, fam.
Yeah, but the thing is, listen, we did have 26 clean sheets. That is quite impressive considering, you know, he's very slow.
No, considering that the league has been crap. Like, this is like the worst Premier League in like years. You know what I'm saying? So let's just give it to Maguire and
Bro, this is even worse than when Leicester won it, bro. It's just, at least that was just interesting because it was random, innit? But this season was shocking.
Oh, at least Arsenal was good back then, man. This year. Let's move on. Listen, who wants to start with Maguire? Anyone wants to? We can't start this. No way.
5. I'll give him 5, but because they 5, blood.
Oh,
I'm saying, hey, I give him 5 only because, dude, this is our captain, yeah. And every time I'm looking towards someone to lead our squad from the trenches of when things get then, and things they haven't got too bad. They sometimes I just think they just need a kick in the backside for people to actually wake up, and that's the role of a captain. And so my point of Maguire is not really much his defensive role, because we know what we're getting with him. He's slow. He's like, once you get a quick guy running against Maguire, you're panicking. Like, that's just simple. But what I'm looking for, what I'm looking for is just like a captain. So if it's not that,
the topic's getting emotional right now.
Bruv, I'm telling you. Maguire put some juju in me right now.
I'm going through what doing the social distance.
that's why you better say something good
Talk about me. Bruv, I'm giving you a 5 only because he's done a good enough job. And to be fair, if I really was honest, I would have given it a 3. Like, I'm serious. I would have given it a 3, blood. But he's just done a good enough job for me to give him a 5.
So the way you're rating that right now is quite weird, because you're saying that Maguire and Lindelof had the better season in your eyes. That's a massive statement.
But I'm not comparing, because Lindelof he wasn't a shining light. Listen.
Bro, the thing is,
he wasn't a shining light.
They're both centre backs, bro. At the end of the day,
I know that.
Playing, so you need
I know that. But to me, Maguire is my Van Dijk. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he's the front line of United. Like, if we're looking like going into war, like he's Braveheart. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he should naturally start off with a 6, like at least a 6.
So wait, take away your expectations. Say we just got him randomly like 10 mil.
He's a 5. He's a 5. He's a 5, bruv. He's so far, he has to prove more to me for that 5 to go up, lad. Like, man them. Let's be serious. Like, we've had loads of good defenders. Who can you compare him to? Vidic, Ferdinand, who you tell me?
I would say based on, look, he always, I look at a lot of his interviews and like he sort of aspires to play like, and the way he plays, he sort of brings the game of Rio Ferdinand, the way he plays the ball from the back and can be that additional player attacking, moving the ball from the back. So
Anyone can move to Maguire,
not
blood.
anyone can do it.
No, but
Zaha
to be fair, you have to give it to him. He is quite decent on his feet for a big man. Like he's
He's done quite well. He's done well. He's done well.
Good distribution as well. His passing is good.
Yeah. Distribution's great. Listen, let's continue.
Yeah, let's move on. So what was your rating,
Five,
bro?
five.
It was
So
five.
yours was 5. So what's Camille's? So it's moving to.
Yeah, let's get comms.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a 7 because obviously he has had his like massive mistakes, especially since the restart. Straight away with the Tottenham game, Son cruised past him. I know Son is pacey, but his positioning was so bad. It doesn't matter. Sorry, was it?
The goal in the Tottenham game, right? It was Bergwijn.
Wait, who created the opportunity? Wasn't it Son?
No, Bergwijn
Tottenham.
ran right back.
Bergwijn.
Bergwijn. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my memory's fucked. But yeah, his positioning was so bad that you can't be having mistakes like that. And that was a crucial game, Tottenham. But doesn't matter. I give him a 7.
Listen,
Okay.
let's go to Sully and then Trey. Let's try balance it.
Balance it out, yeah? Cool.
Sully.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like logic wise, I would have to give him a better rating than Lindelof. I gave Lindelof a 4 out of 5, which I think 4 out of 10. Sorry, which was very fair in it. So that's why I would give Maguire a 5 out of 10 because I feel like he was the more. If anyone made a mistake, for example, I feel like Lindelof was very fortunate to be in the back wheels of that. I feel like Maguire caught a lot of the heat. And I feel like Maguire could do a lot better if he had a more a semi-tall and much quicker centre back. Hence why he wanted Bailly to be more, or personally anyways, why I wanted to see Bailly and Maguire. But I don't feel like they're gelling together either. So I feel like you just need to find what works for Maguire. So hopefully next season I can be here giving him a better rating. But right now, 5 out of 10.
Maguire is our best defender. That goes without saying. But at the end of the day,
I don't think that's actually been made explicitly clear.
Yeah.
I feel like yes, he's leading stats like passes made, like stuff like that. They were very those stats you don't really
compared
need
to whom?
Compared to the legendary centre backs that we've had, bro.
No, I'm talking about player review for this season.
That's what I'm saying. But even this season,
we're going to get to it. But I don't think he was our best defender either.
He wasn't our best defender. I don't think he was. But
Who was?
maybe
But just based off what we've done already, I mean, wait, are you counting fullbacks as defenders like this though?
Oh no, we're talking about centre backs.
Centre-backs, yeah, straight
I don't think there was a massive difference between Lindelof and Maguire. I don't think there was a massive difference, and the fact that Maguire was 80 mil, hence is why he got more of the hate. But I'll give him more of the ratings because I feel like he is still better centre back in itself. 5 out of 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, he will always he's like the better centre back in our choices of centre backs. Like if you're saying choose a centre back for Man United, Maguire will be first.
Yeah.
Not because of price. Like even if you price eliminated, you'll be like Maguire.
No, it's definitely.
Let's keep the ball rolling. It's fine.
It's cool.
All right, so Maguire. I'm going for Mr. Captain Marvel here. It's a tough one because him and Lindelof they complement each other quite well, and I definitely feel that he's improved our defense. That's one great point. We've had more clean sheets. I feel that with De Gea having like Maguire in front of him, it's definitely improved our defense in general. So sort of based on that, I know he's not had the best of games. Obviously, the Spurs game is the one that highlights obviously his mistakes. Bournemouth, when he got nutmegged, look, it happens. But based on sort of the result of the season, I'm giving him a 7, man. Giving him a 7. He's produced in some of the biggest games, obviously against Chelsea. Don't forget that header, that legendary celebration he did as well. And of course, that banger versus Tranmere as well, man.
Yeah.
Really, bruh, no one closed him down. He had all the time in the world.
7 at least, man. We achieved our goal, and him and Lindelof did form a good partnership. Obviously, in the end of the season, so I definitely give him a 7 for sure.
Can I just add to that as well? Sorry, just
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, often when he's in the box and there's a set piece or a corner or anything, it does find his head. He's good at fighting for that space to get that header, but it's just his finishing. But I think if he works on that, we can get a few goals out of Maguire, and that can be a big difference.
I don't think even Maguire is the issue there. You know, when they're doing set pieces, because Lindelof hasn't got that physicality, Maguire is so easily snuffed out. They'll just double team him.
Yeah.
So we need a big centre back that's got quite a lot of pace, and Maguire would work well in that system.
I think Maguire is that big centre back that can be a threat from these set pieces.
I agree with you in it. I agree on that, but to be fair, throughout most of the season, that's what's important in it. Most of the season, we didn't have our very tall players. No Pogba, no McTominay, so they could easily isolate in those. But he did have easy headers that he missed as well. So I think that's 50-50.
You can work on that easily.
Come on, Slabhead.
Yeah.
Slabhead, man. Gotta love him. Gotta love him.
What's your rating then?
The thing with Maguire is, throughout the season, he played really well, considering.
He played every single game in the Premier.
You're right,
considering the defensive midfielders that were in front of him, he had a very, very good year. It's just there were instances which really highlighted. I don't blame him for the Tottenham game as much, just because I feel that was the first game back, and maybe if he was in the stride of things, he could have had better positioning to avoid that. For the Bournemouth thing, when he got nutmegged, I blame Wan-Bissaka more for being out of position. He had to cover him, and then De Gea couldn't bail him out. So, I know what you mean. He did get nutmegged, but it's like,
bro, he was clean. He was clean.
I know. But what put him in that position?
They had to cover on semi, but it wasn't even really a full cover, to be fair.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not really using this as a let-off card, but it's still there. De Gea should have never, let that in. Throughout the season, I think he played well enough to get like an 8.6 or whatnot. But because he's the captain, I'm gonna drop that. Because like Lupe said, he's the captain, and there was almost no leadership at times. Because I gave Lindelof a 7, I'm gonna give him a 7.4. But I feel as though he had a better season than that. It's just, as the captain, he's got to come down. Because most games he'd have, most aerial duels won, loads of interceptions. His distribution is elite. He distributes it well. He does everything well. It's just his speed that lets him down, and that comes to like an average of 6.28 for Slabhead himself.
So at the end of the day, we discovered that he's averaging what?
6.28.
6.3.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Sally, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I don't mind. Sure, massive fan. Can't lie. Always rated the guy. But the thing is, I've caught a lot of slack for actually rating the guy, bro. But I think unfairly, bro. I feel like he might not be as good as Wan-Bissaka, for example, on the other side defensively, innit? But attacking wise, bringing up the ball, the link up play that he even gets when he's on the left of Martial or Rashford, them like overlaps, excellent stuff. So I feel like for him, if he just continues with consistency, he's able to maintain, like, not having no injuries. I feel like Brandon Williams coming into the team spice things up. He's trying to perform day in, day out. They even have some weird partnership themselves where they're putting Luke Shaw left centre back on like a 3-5 something. But
3-5-2,
yeah. So he's done very well. So I'd give him. I think that's what I'm saying. Our defense has been made out of our centre backs this season. So I feel like, our fullbacks. Apologies. So I gave Wan-Bissaka a 7. Yeah. So Luke Shaw 6. That's fair. Luke Shaw 6.
Okay.
All right. Come on.
Okay. I'll give Shaw a. I'm gonna give Shaw a 7 because he's offering that attacking option going forwards, but defensively he's good as well, and he applies a lot of pressure. I think he puts in the most work in our team. I mean, not as in he does better than the others. I mean, he puts in the most work. Like he's always active. I mean, I'm sure if we look at some stats, he has some of the most yards covered, probably alongside Bruno on average. He's a workhorse, and for that I respect him even more. He's worth that 7, 100%. Yeah.
Zamwa?
This might surprise you guys, right? I'm a giant fan of Luke Shaw. I feel as though the hate he got was undeserved.
Especially early on, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, not just that. Throughout the years, we were looking at like different left backs, but he kept his head down and he grinded. The thing is, this man, when he's on the pitch, we look different. Think about it. We haven't had Shaw the past couple of games, and we look whack. The partnership he brings with Rashford is outrageous.
Outrageous, bro.
When he goes round, when he overlaps Rashford gives him that ball, sets it in. Great. And defensively, I don't think he's that far off Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He just doesn't do it as flashy as Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka's got a crazy leg from a reaction time. Yeah, that's
man.
yeah, Spider-Man, isn't it? He's out there.
Agreed. But the thing is, he doesn't do it as flashy. But let's go back to the City game, yeah? So Sterling was in Wan-Bissaka's back pocket. Bro, Mahrez didn't have a sniff of that goal. If you like, I remember watching Brandon Williams especially because I wanted to see who was, how far he was from Shaw. I'm not gonna lie, kind of embarrassing to say, but Brandon Williams was getting spun out by Mahrez.
Yeah.
But he'd spin out Brandon Williams, but there was a rock waiting for him, and he didn't get past Shaw once. Shaw made us look better. The workhorseness that Camille said, offensively, defensively, he's there. Honestly, I'm giving him an 8.6. I don't care. He got hate. He came back. He grinded. I'm going to give him a bit, brownie points because of that. Because let's think about it. We've been looking at left back for a long time. I think this year we saw Shaw. And because of how bad we looked without him, even against not really good opposition, I'm still going to say that Shaw had a massive part to play in that 8.6.
No. I feel like for where we're at this season, Luke Shaw's had a massive role.
Massive.
Agreed.
Luke Shaw, the boys have got it spot on. Luke Shaw has been absolutely incredible this year. He works hard. He's had to step his game up because of Brandon Williams. And a lot of people wanted to see how, obviously, he would react to Brandon Williams fighting for that position. And he reacted pretty well. And then in the end, going forward, partnering with, obviously, Rashford, Martial, whoever's on that left side, done well. So I definitely feel that those last few games when he was gone, it was a jigsaw missing in our attack and in our defense as well. I definitely feel that we missed it. So my rating would be, I'm giving him an 8. The only reason why is I felt that Wan-Bissaka just edged him in regards to being the best fullback. But Shaw has been excellent. I love what Shaw did for the club, and I hope he continues, man. He just got a bit unlucky with the injury.
Cool. Well, I would give Shaw a 7 because there's so many. In my case, I've always thought so many people can get at Shaw. Like, I don't think he's really that well of a good defender. And wingers, like, Mane, Salah coming against Shaw, you're thinking to yourself, Shaw's in trouble. But he's actually handled it. Now, let's just say he's handled his own. Like, he's actually come together and actually handled his own. So for that sake, this season, I'll actually give him a 7. He's actually done really well going towards that. So, next person.
Wait,
Matt,
can you just say the scores again?
So 7 for me, 8. Was it 8 from
Craig gave an 8.
No, I give a 7.
I gave him an 8.
Yeah. Could you change mine to an 8 actually? Because I think he actually deserves an 8. Just going through what everyone's
All right, that brings Mr. Shaw up to a 7.72.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Reasonable, yeah, that's reasonable.
Listen, let
Decent
me start
enough.
with Matic. Let me start with Matic. I'm going to be very quick. Listen, he's slow. He ain't got it.
Go ahead.
He
Yeah.
takes too many touches. He let the defense down so much. I'm giving him a 3, bro. He needs to go. He needs to go. I'm not speaking on this anymore, man.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa. Let me just quickly give that one a little. I understand what you're trying to say. He's gone
Listen,
past his time.
he had like 4 good games, and I'm not letting that fool me, bro. The man he was for more than half the season was a shambles. Nah,
Yeah, nah, I understand
cool.
what you mean, man. So you're saying
Alright,
what?
cool.
3 out of 10?
yeah, bro. He had like, bro, I'm giving him 1 for every good game he played this year, bro.
So you don't have 3 good games now.
Yeah, bro. That was yeah, but don't
Yeah,
be
that half volume game to
That one fool that he did a lot.
that got 1.4.
That got 1 point, bro.
Rod, Trey, what are you saying?
Look at him, he's going to trade straight away.
Yeah,
You know what?
I need to be therapized, blood.
It's mad here because Matic has sort of had like a roller coaster sort of ride with United because obviously at one point we thought that he was gone, he was going to leave during the January transfer window, and the next thing you know, he's starting and he's the sort of catalyst that allows Pogba and Fernandes to get that freedom. So I think he's definitely important. In regards to like his performances, it's been a bit of a mixture, man. We've had some great performances from him. We've had some not so great performances. So to just balance it out, I'll give him a 6, definitely, man.
Camille?
Yeah, I think, do you know what? Like Trey was saying, he's allowed Pogba to do what he wants to do what he does best, and that's provide excellent balls going forward. Just he likes that freedom, and I think Matic has given him that, and he's done that by being a bit more defensive, which is what Pogba needed. He didn't want to have to drop back and hold down the line. No, he can go forwards and do what he needs to do, and that small change has like filtered through our whole team. And I think Matic has done well, and he's done well to respond to the criticism as well, because I don't think he was going to be a first team player. Looking back, the way he was performing before was just not first team worthy, and I think he took that criticism on board. And look at him now; he's done all right. So I think he's 7.
Wait, Combs, but don't you like you know when you guys say he let Pogba go, yeah? But he only played a couple games with Pogba. It's like a season review. Like most of the times when we didn't have Pogba there, I don't know, man. We had no offense at most times of the season. What do you guys think? Because you guys think he let Pogba go.
Our midfield's being the most potent when those 3 are playing: Pogba, Bruno, and Matic. And you can't just put it on Bruno and Pogba. Matic had a big
saying like Pogba goes forward, but even when Matic is there, he stays quite deep.
Yeah.
It's not like he's blitzing attack with
Yeah,
he's quite defensive.
Yeah, 100%.
He's sitting deep.
But the thing is, it's just throughout the season when Pogba's not been there, you've looked like you had no midfield at most points of the season, and he's meant to be the spine. I don't want to. The thing is, it's because lockdown's been so long. I don't want to like fall into the trap of giving post-lockdown rating for like the whole season. He didn't play with Pogba that much, boys.
Well, he's feeding Pogba, who's feeding the front 3 or the front. Do you get what I mean? He's the catalyst, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he does everything. I'm saying he helps a lot. He helps a lot.
Definitely.
I can't agree. It is what it is. Just opinions, I guess.
Ali?
Yeah.
To be fair, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna give the fella. I think Zamor got a spot on. I'll give him a 3.5. I feel like he has lost the legs completely, and you need them in that part of the field, innit? So yeah, 3.5. I can't even defend his season, bro. He's had a shocking season.
I know.
Shocking season, this guy.
Shocking season.
Oh, we were mid-table at one
No,
point.
because the thing is, I know for a fact that if I want progression next season, we can't be moving on with players like that, innit? So
Of course.
yeah, I'll tell you who these players are as we get along to them. But yeah, we've come to the first one that needs to go.
Okay, so Matic needs to go.
For us to contend, of course.
Of
You want to be on the
course.
level of City, Liverpool. Yeah, he needs to go.
I don't think that. So Matic is the last person I would want to go, but I want him to be inside the dressing room just to have an influence of teaching.
I agree, but I don't think he should play. Lupe, let's get
No,
your rate.
no, play. I'll give him. To be fair, I'll give him a 7. Honestly, because at the end of the day, he's actually given us that stability with our favorite players in the midfield. And there's no other person I can actually think of that can actually, when it mattered the most as well. And you as much as, hold on a second, as much as you can say that the whole season is a season review, we wouldn't be in top 3 if it wasn't for Matic's contribution right now.
Nah, I think Fred stood up for the match.
No, man, not Fred.
Hold on. There's a reason
Fred.
He was playing better, bro.
Fred the Red.
Fred played better than Matic.
One second. So you're saying if Fred was playing, we will be in the better position than when Matic is playing right now.
Wait, hold up. I'm not talking about
All
the
Fred does is
you're saying
boot
when
the
you
ball.
bro, listen, look again. Let's not fall into the trap of like post lockdown because Fred had a good season.
No. Basically, what my player review is, like, or on average on everything that's considered. Everything considered, what do I think of this player and what impact has he done to the team? And when it matters the most, he's came. That's why I would have given Maguire and De Gea low ratings, because when it mattered the most, they let us down. When it matters the most, Uncle Matic came up. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone was
but hold on. How many games did we play post lockdown, man? He had a very bad end to it. Like, he was 50-50, let's be honest. He had like 3-4 good games, 3-4 bad games.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the worst thing is, no one's actually clocked this yet, but Maguire don't like the guy as well. You should have seen
he doesn't cover the
he doesn't cover the centre backs well. He doesn't cover the centre backs well. And anytime we get exposed, imagine you've got Maguire, Lindelof, and these guys are massive tree trunks, and that can't move. Like, it's crazy, man. You don't need that in the midfield.
You know what, at the end of the day, like, look, I agree massively with what you guys are saying, but look, we live in a results business, man, and at the end of the day, them boys have produced the results collectively, and without each one of them obviously playing their role, we wouldn't be in the position that we're at right now, man.
And are you saying that partly that Ole's decision to play Matic was a risky game? You should have chose to play Fred the whole time.
Fred or McTominay. I would have played either one of them.
Jesus Christ.
Fred.
All right, cool. So I'll give him a 7.
Fred.
So what's the overall for Matic then? Camille, have you done it?
5.3. Yeah.
5.3. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that last one, you guys actually went in a little bit too realistic, because everyone else would have been kind of the same how you thinking about it. Everyone wants crap. Like,
no. Everything I've said was bang on point.
Yeah. No. Listen.
Bang on point.
Bro, the general consensus around like numbers for Matic is kind of lower than our average.
Best in the world.
These guys have got an agenda.
Interesting.
All right, go. We start off. Tom, you want to go first?
Yeah, Pogba. Yeah. For Pogba, I feel like he's had a rough season, obviously with injuries and just the amount of pressure he gets. I think it's hard for him, but overall, I respect him. He's got some of the best passes I've ever seen. I think he's a wonderful player. He's so creative with his passing, and you need that. You need someone that's creative, can make a chance out of nothing, and he can do that. It's just, again, sloppy mistakes, man, with West Ham and all these mistakes, man. They're so bad that they've caused us goals goals out of nothing. These are the goals you want to avoid. As a big team, you have to avoid these type of mistakes. Otherwise, you're going to lose to the poor teams that don't really have a chance unless they pressure you and force you to do such dumb mistakes. And that's how these smaller teams have beat us. But yeah, Pogba, I'd give him a good 7. This season he's had a decent season. It's all right. Yeah.
Cool. Trey?
Man, like Pogba, Pogba he has that special place in my heart, man. Obviously, from watching him in the academies, man, we knew we had something special. Obviously, gone on to win the World Cup, which is sort of an incredible achievement. This season's been hard for him, though. It's been a tough season with injuries. I reckon that partnership that he formed with Fernandes created something amazing, man. And playing him, Matic, and Fernandes, that was a nice little recipe there, man. So he produced some good results. Got a goal 100%. As well, post obviously lockdown. I'm quite happy with his performance, man. So for me, overall in general, I'll give him a 7. I have to agree, man. I have to give him a 7 because Pogba is a world-class midfielder. He's obviously shown his qualities in certain games, but at the same time, we've seen him a few times been sort
of left and right.
In a big situation there, but look, I'm giving him a 7. In the end, we achieved what we need to achieve, and he's part of the reasons why.
Cool. Sally?
Man, like Pogba. Yeah, bro. I think for him, I feel like Bruno came and actually really showed him that it's not that hard, and I feel like that might have actually readjusted where he was at from last season, where he's trying to say he wants to leave, But I do still want to see some like commitment from him in it, to be like wanting to represent the team, want to wear the badge. But yeah, exceptional talent, man. I think he's much better than Bruno, and I feel like everyone's been guessing Bruno, but again, Bruno's had the better season, and he's only been there for like, again, obviously injuries, the politics from the beginning, him pushing through a surgery that apparently he didn't need, all of the stuff. So much stuff that was going on last year. Then when Bruno came back, yeah, he was just more like, obviously injuries came back, Rashford came back as well. He was more level-headed. He actually wanted to be there, and yeah, it was decent stuff. So I'd give him a 7, man, because he wasn't the best this season. I think Bruno's better, so he gets the better rating in it. But yeah. 7 out.
Cool, Sam.
I don't know, man. He rarely played. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised we're even doing this, because if we do Pogba, then we got to do other players that barely play. How many games did he even play? Not many.
He didn't play, yeah.
He didn't play a lot.
The injury, like knocks and stuff.
He's out for quite some time.
You know, Combs made that point about the mistake in that game. Honestly, I feel that's more De Gea. De Gea needs to fix his distribution. There's no way he should be passing it when we're getting pressed that high. He should have looked as well, but I don't think that on him.
I think everyone was a bit lethargic during that time as well. No one really told him he should be screaming like, you have a man on, like someone's on you.
It's not just that. It's like it took De Gea a whole half to realize that we're getting pressed so high. Stop playing around the back. Listen, there are moments where we were losing, or we didn't have a goal, we needed something, and just Pogba magic creates like a penalty. I don't want to waste too much time with this. He didn't play too much. I'm gonna give him a 6 just because he didn't play enough for me to give him anything higher. He played better than a 6 on the pitch, but it's just I don't know, not enough for a game.
That's fair enough.
That's fair.
I think altogether Pogba will rate himself.
Oh, wait, one sec. I must say I completely agree with Sully. Pogba is our best player.
Yes. Yeah, well, no one's debating about that one, bro.
He proved it definitely over the years.
So I think he would rate his own season about 6 or 7. To me, I'll give him a 7 because for the short time that he actually has played, he's still remained consistent, Pogba. Yes, he's had the little lapses, but if you actually look who's performing still at top class level, it's Pogba. Like it just doesn't go away. It's within him. So I'll give him a 7 to be fair.
Yeah.
So we got that.
So everyone voted.
Yeah. What was that?
Wait, what did Trey give?
7.
7, yeah.
Everyone gave 7. You gave 6.
6.8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruno.
Yes.
Bruv, yo, I'll go first, blood. 9, blood. 9, fam. You get me? Like, there's no way that Oli was gone. The team was clapped. We was in the trenches. How can one man end up from the time he came? We've been top of the league, like literally, like in time we've been top of the league. Bruv, 9, right? I'll put that 9 in there because I want to have a debate with you guys. Is Bruno a diver?
Oh yeah, for sure. But then I think he is. But then that's the way football is now, innit? You have to.
How about this? In a different video, let's get clips.
Because I was having a conversation with watch the previous video, which was the Chelsea and Chelsea and Arsenal review for for the final FA Cup final. Yeah. And Longo brought up the point. No, actually, Mambo brought up the point for him as a diver. And I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe he had one incident, but is he a consistent diver? Like, is he actually a young diver?
No.
I wouldn't say actually young level, but he knows how to sell.
Man said level.
He knows how to sell. Like when he gets a little nick on the ankle or something.
Silly. I don't consider that.
That's not a dive. I think that's just intelligent football. The thing is, when he does get intelligent as well, he gets caught badly and it just looks very bad.
No. But the thing is, sometimes if you don't go to ground, you won't get the penalty, and that's more the ref's fault. If refs would get more consistent, because I feel the refs feel as though unless the guy is on the floor screaming in pain, it's a penalty. But most times, if a player is running and you clip him and he's like going to trip,
you might as well.
People could argue that's a penalty because you're ruining his momentum. And if you don't go down, you're just not getting a penalty.
But the best in the world doesn't go down. He keeps going, and then the referee makes his own decision.
I've seen Messi sell a couple.
I disagree.
The best do that.
Why?
Ronaldo and Messi have died.
Messi does not die.
Neymar.
I wouldn't say he does it a lot, but he definitely knows if it's a big game, Messi would take a little.
Messi but not the same way that Bruno would.
I'll tell you why.
Because it's the mentality there, bro.
I'll tell you why. Diving gives you the competitive edge.
For me, it's one word.
What am I listening to right now?
Just one word to describe it. What he does. Tactical. That's it.
Tactical diving. Yeah.
But listen, how about this? For Bruno, we all know what he brings. Why don't we just all give a rating?
Agreed.
Yeah.
I must give Bruno a solid 9 in it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I'm with Pupi with that one.
Man, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's coming, he's done a job. He's the man. I think no one had a bigger impact since Eric Cantona, innit?
Never. That's January signing of all time.
Proper.
Yeah, that's gods, but we come. Give a number.
What? Would I rate him?
Yeah.
Easily 9.
Come.
Yeah, easiest 9 I've ever given in my life.
Easier.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie, boys. I'm giving him a 10. The guy, godsend.
At the end of the day, I'm not surprised. He's all right. I'll take it.
I'm glad you gave him a 10.
I'm glad,
yeah.
Yeah.
My pride won't let me decide. Listen,
the thing is, we were like 14 points behind Leicester. Come on, the guy godsend. Average 9.2 for Bruno from us.
No,
wow, I'll take that. Bruno has really come change the game around. So Rashford.
Yikes.
Rashford, Dr. Rashford, yeah. Dr. Marcus Rashford.
Trey, you go first.
Put some
Trey, you
respect
go.
on his name, Bupe.
Trey, you
Wait,
go first, bro.
add doctor down here, Bupe.
Trey, put
Down there.
All right. So,
Rashford there.
Marcus Rashford. Yeah, you know what? He started off well during the season. Obviously, scored quite a lot of goals. The injury came in, and then I think with the injury, he didn't really come back to that sort of form that he had, obviously, before the lockdown. But obviously, he just did enough, put in like a professional performance just to sort of go through the games and to try and get back into rhythm, man. So for me, 22 goals for the whole of the season, obviously, personal best for himself.
Yeah.
I'm honestly gonna give him. I'm giving him an 8, man, just based on that.
All right, cool. Before the next person, yeah, I just want to jump in again because we were talking about this in this previous video. So, do you guys agree that having no fans just makes you play natural football? Like, so you don't get gassed of fans, you don't get the hype of fans. You basically bring out your complete ability to play the game, right?
Street football.
I get it, man. I get that
I think it
argument.
depends as well. Yeah, it depends on the
These men are
situation.
professionals, man. Forget that.
They are professionals, but at the end of the day, there's some people who are like West Ham players coming against Man United. You know, this is the 13th man is actually providing the extra morale here to get over the line against Man United. Like the natural, you're being driven by adrenaline. But with no fans, it's literally your technical ability to actually read the game and play football, right?
Yeah, but people use this argument against Martial. They're like, he's not that good. It's just there's no fans. Which I think is crazy, man. Bro, I heard like actual pundits say that.
Yeah,
They're
people
like,
say, he's a shy.
Yeah,
He's a
they're
shy
saying he's not good. Yeah, they're saying he's not good, but because there's no fans, he's playing at a level we'll never see again when fans come back. And I just think that's crazy. I totally agree. I don't know.
So at the end of the day, is Rashford just naturally? Do you think sometimes he gets his boost majority of the time from the fans?
No,
even if he does, I don't think there's anything wrong
he's our
with
top
that.
scorer.
I don't think
He's our top scorer. It's
Joint.
bound to happen. Yeah, joint top scorer. Joint top scorer.
So Pogba comes back. I can't compare Pogba to Rashford, but Pogba comes back. He looks like he never left, right? Rashford comes back, and I mean, is it still the injury?
Yeah, I think it has a big part to
I
play.
think the injury played a big part. Definitely, it did play a big part because I definitely feel that he's still not come off second gear yet. He's still sort of riding through the games, man. He's just about doing enough to put a performance for a game. Like just.
Why do I feel that the crowd is not there to gas him?
Bro, he delivered 3 million meals to children in the UK. He's tired. Give him a break. Give him a break.
Sorry.
Go do that job, fam.
Listen to Bupe. With Rashford, I feel as though post-lockdown, fair enough, he came off like a bad injury, right? The back is a very bad injury, very serious. But just off the top of my head, I can remember 2 instances where he's quite far out, deep on the left side, almost close to the halfway line. He pings the ball in, it goes all across the field to Bruno. Twice, Bruno didn't control it. Since he's come back, he's been facilitating more than scoring. I'm not going to knock him for that. And Camille, you said he's joint top scorer. I think they're joint contributions with him and Martial. Martial's got 22 goals. Yeah, basically, Martial's got 22 goals, 6 assists. Rashford's got 21 goals, 7 assists.
7 assists.
I don't know. I can't hate on Rashford, man. The injury was bad. When he came back, instead of scoring, he was assisting. And the fact that he didn't look upset that Martial was getting more of the scoring spotlight, that shows character. At least he's not envious of somebody else shining. That's what we need in the team. Yeah, he's not toxic.
Because
He's
at first
setting them up.
people were trying to put Rashford and Martial, pin them against each other, but you know
Yeah,
they came about and showed that like, listen, we can be as good as Mane, we can be as good as Salah, Firmino, you know, that top three. We could do it as well as any other top three
Facts.
in like the
Facts.
European top flights. You feel me?
They're
So
scared of us. They're scared of our front three. But they're scared of our top three.
Honestly, see, I've had this
Yeah.
argument with Pepe, and I'm like, let's go back to the season. There was sometimes he'd be playing with a lineup of like
Yeah, bums.
Pereira, Mata, Daniel James, Fred, Matic.
That's the best
He
point
had-
right there.
And he kept us up.
That's
kept
the best
us up
point right there.
at times
100%.
where we were low. And he was injured. He was just
Bro,
playing
Zamwa. But listen, I will give Rashford a 7. Yeah, I'll give Rashford a 7 because at the end of the day, I know what he's done now that the season is done and like everything put together.
bro, but I
Matter of
swear
fact,
this is his best season in a United shirt, no?
That's
100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
but how can you then go around and say, okay, cool, I can give him a 7, bro? I personally, I'm not gonna lie to you, when he does come to me in it, but I was gonna give him a much higher number than that.
Do your one now.
what were you doing?
Personally, I was going for a 9, bro, because as much as Bruno's been effective, he's just been facilitating on more, like, you feel me? But that's what we needed. We needed a midfield to hold it down, but we still needed our attackers to be up there. And I feel like Rashford, firstly, he kept on pushing Martial to make sure that he was performing. You had players like Greenwood coming out the cracks. Rashford's been on most consistent facilitator. There was parts of the season where I was thinking, whoa, got a little cross between Ronaldo here and flipping Rooney. But
to be fair, he has had a flame season. Like this is like the most flame season he's had.
Let's not forget that goal he scored against Chelsea, man. That's
rocket, absolute rocket.
I'll put it.
That's where my Ronaldo comparison came. When I saw that, I was just like, whoa.
I'll put 8. I'll give you 8. You know what? I'll give him that.
I'm giving my guy Rashford a 9.
I'll give him 8.
The things that he's done for the black community as well. For people in Manchester, I'll give him a 9.5. You know, I'll give him an extra 0.5. So 9.5.
He's still working in his deals.
Come on.
I'm just gonna give my rating quickly. Like, you know, a player is good when a team is off, when they're playing bad, and he's still shining. He's still the best performer. Yeah, you know a player is good. And like you guys said, he's just the most improved player at Man United. 100%. He's the most improved player. So he gets an 8. 100%. He gets an 8.
I hope he actually stays exactly the same for next season, bro. Like
he's gonna be better.
Same kind of.
He's gonna be better. He's gonna be better.
I think it'll be
Yeah,
better
100%.
because, like you said, your opinion was originally that post like lockdown, etc., he wasn't as, because of the injury, etc. He wasn't as good. But bro, I feel like he just had a different role to play, innit? Like there were goals coming out of left, right, and center. At the end of the day, more time was just seeing out the game for the matches that we did have, because there were games we were winning 3-0, 3-1. Like, yeah, Martial had a hat trick in one game. Like, I mean, goals will come when they come, innit?
He was on the hat trick, and you could see Rashford like he was
just
had 2 goals.
guessing it, bro.
Rashford
Happy for each other, bro. Like, you feel me? That's 30, man.
Listen, let's move off this. I'm gonna give him a 9 as well. 8.4 average from one.
Nice.
Say nothing.
Tony Marshall scores
again. Come
on.
Big mover. Go on, Trey. You can start first.
Man, what? Tony Marshall came from France, man. The English didn't give him a chance.
He came to score goals, bro.
Yo, for me, Marshall, I got to give him a 9. Definitely.
Yeah.
He's a young lion. Obviously, he just proved that he's got goals in him. When Solskjaer obviously started playing him up top, putting Rashford on the left, that complements each other nicely, man, because together they produce sort of more goals together than Dwight York and Andy Cole, man, and that says a lot about their relationship, about the way they sort of communicate and drive each other, man. And both of them have been able to score 22 goals each. So for me, Martial is an incredible player, man. especially that curler he scored.
Oh,
He scored again.
oh no.
Oh, bro, you know
The
the
way he
thing
cut
is,
it.
he's always got that little left,
He's got
right,
it smashed.
finesse.
He's got it smashed. He's got it
Ah,
smashed. So for me, look, you got to give him a 9, man. You got to give him a 9. Definitely.
Agreed.
Cool.
That's our boy Tony.
Come on, come. You, what you think?
Marshall, man, that guy, he's clinical, man. Oh man, do you remember which game was it? Where he had the ball, he spun around, chipped it over the keeper. Which game was that?
Oh, yeah.
was that
yeah.
Watford? Wolves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Watford. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them ones.
Bro,
Mad.
he's so clinical, man.
Killer.
Out of nowhere, he scores.
He's
How?
Deadeye, man. Deadeye. He's got it, man.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say really. Yeah, he's amazing. A 9, 100%.
No.
Zamo, what you thinking?
Bro, listen, he's before I go on to his striking, he's looking like he can create his own goal. When he cuts in, he's looking like prime Iron Robin, man. The fact that he's creating his own goals now, bro, I think his running behind and his link-up play is actually world class. Maybe his hold-up play will improve over time. He's not the best at holding up the play in our team, but the way he links up with Greenwood, with Rashford, with Bruno, prolific goal scorer, bro.
Comes
Yeah,
around
and
with
let's
Shaw
not
as
forget,
well when he's
he
on the
missed
left.
time. Yeah, he missed time this year due to injury. Who knows? He could have touched 30 if he wasn't injured. I don't know. We just don't know. Anyway, I gave Rashford 9. My boy Tony's getting 9 as well.
Yeah. That's definitely fair.
Yeah,
Fair
I
enough,
give,
Ali.
I'm not, bro. I don't even need to debate, bro. 22 goals, bro. Like shit.
Next is
9. Give me
Oh,
more of that next season, bro. More of that.
golden boot, innit, man? You get the golden boot, like, at least.
Come on.
Man. Deserve it.
yeah. Next year, Trey. Next year, Golden
Yeah, no,
Boot.
that's what I'm saying. I finally want to see a golden boot in United hands, bro. You feel me? It's been a minute, man. It's been a
Bro,
minute.
the last time is when we won the league, man.
I know. I think that was
Oh,
Robert Van Persie, bro. Fuck. Great
Boot
legend. Sorry, Arsenal.
I'll give him a 9, bruv. Martial has got a special. Bruv, ask Lombe, every time Martial gets the ball, bruh, he's the only person I know in our team. When he gets the ball and he starts running at a defender, and the defender starts doing this, I'm thinking to myself, you know Martial's coming for you, bruv. You don't know which way. It's too mad.
The feet everywhere.
Yeah, I see his hand like this. I'm like, oh, you know what time it is. I see his hand like this. I know you know what time it is, bruv. Oh no, his ball lip dropped. You know what time it is. It's too much. No, Martial, I give him no.
Don't forget the hat trick. The hat trick.
Yeah, first hat trick in time. So
Well deserved.
yeah, I can't complain. To be fair,
Again, I think that was another RVP stat.
yeah. So to be fair, the reason it's debatable with this next character. That's what I'm saying. Like this now it's now touching different to me.
God would.
I'll start, man. See me, yeah.
Right off.
I'll give Greenwood a 9.
Yeah.
Strapping down only because that this kid was coming off the bench, taking one shot. He can take it. If he misses a shot, I'm surprised. I mean, if he misses a shot and it's not on target, I'm surprised. If he misses a shot and it's not a goal, I'm semi like yeah, it could have been a goal. He just hit it wrong. That's how accurate I think my man is. Like he's too good. Like both foot, he's too brilliant. So that's why with Martial, I'm stuck between two minds, bro. I want him to be a striker, and obviously I know Greenwood is never going to play in for like all the time. But I want Greenwood to be a striker, and I know Martial is good on our left because when he cuts in and he starts coming up against it, imagine he's coming against Wan-Bissaka when he's in training. Now, how great is this guy getting in terms of just dribbling past someone? He's coming against Wan-Bissaka. You know what I'm saying?
Wan-Bissaka or sure?
More or
He's
less
on the left.
Against,
He's on the left.
Greenwood would be on the right, so he'd be attacking the left.
Yeah,
But
Greenwood's on the right.
Yeah.
Because when he started off, when he started off from because he's got that Henri open your body shape back top right hand corner when he the first time when he came in, welcome to Old Trafford, Anthony Martial. When he went in and he starts cutting into that side.
Yeah.
When he's coming into you and he can curl in. Even when you saw the last goal when he was top right-hand corner, went across the keeper. That one was a banger. You know what I'm saying? He's got it from the left-hand side. He's lethal. From the right, he can do it, but I think from the left.
Who? Martial or Greenwood now? Kind of.
Martial.
Greenwood.
Martial.
Oh,
if he
I
goes,
thought we were talking about Greenwood now, innit?
if Martial goes on the left, Greenwood stays in the middle, and we've got Sancho coming on the right, bro. Brav. I know I love Rashford. I love him, but brav. 9.
That's an interesting one. Okay,
Okay,
9. Wow. All right. Who's next?
Combs, you might as well do it.
Oh yeah,
Let
Marco.
Combs
All
go.
right.
Let Combs go.
All right. I'll be honest. For the longest time when he started, I actually didn't know what foot he was. Like I actually didn't. Like someone would tell me and I'd forget because every other game he scored with the other foot that someone told me he was
Madness.
scoring with. I don't know. I was confused. That's how good he is with both feet. I'm literally amazed. I've never seen anyone with such a good weak foot. I have to give him. I have to give him an 8. To give him an 8 because he's so clinical, but he still has a lot to learn. He needs to know when to pass. Just things that you pick up as you play the game more. So I think he's a wonderful talent. An 8, yeah, 100%.
Mason Van Greenwood, like he's a reincarnation of Robin van Persie, man. You can just see the way he just strikes the ball, man, with both feet, man. It's incredible. I definitely feel that he's had a good full first season. Obviously scored 17 goals. I think that's the most any teenager.
18 and 2 assists.
Boy, as a teenager, that's the most goals anyone's ever done at United. So you have to give him respect. Obviously, more goals than Wazza. And for me, I'll give him a solid 9. Definitely, solid 9. He's been incredible. He's been strong, and let's hope it continues. Going back to Bupe's point in regards to positioning, I definitely feel the front three of Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial, attacking wise, they're all going to interchange, man, in my opinion. So it could be Martial through the middle, Rashford left, Greenwood, but whilst they're attacking, I could just see them interchanging, man. The chemistry is incredible, and I definitely feel that big things can be done. And just imagine, I don't want to jinx it, but just imagine we had Sancho. Boy, it's scary. It's scary.
I think Greenwood could actually compete for Sancho's position if he does come.
He's just too young. He's just too young to compete straight away.
100%, but I think
I don't really want to be seeing Greenwood on the right, anyways, man. I'll be honest with you. I would want to see him more central in it. Play either as a centre forward or a striker, but because you get that Robin van Persie vibe in it. So
yeah.
But seeing as I'm here, anyways, I'm gonna give my vote for Gunwood. That's what I like to call him in it. But 8.5, excellent season.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I don't mind him on the right because he can cut in, use his left foot, which he prefers anyway.
Dangerous.
Not that it matters. And I think he's going to be better than RVP. No disrespect to our legend, because he's got a right foot. You can't hate.
Our legend.
The only thing that
our legend.
The thing is, he didn't produce as much as Rashford and Martial, so I can't give him a 9. But he is so young that it makes me want to do it a bit more. But he did also play more games, kind of less minutes. Listen, let's just cut to it. Give him 8.5. 8.5.
He looked at me for a second.
I know, it's just the thing.
I really want to agree with Sully.
Listen, I'm not saying that he's he's the worst out of the front three. It's just he's just too young to give him the same love as.
No,
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
You know what? Let me throw in this stat for you guys. Yeah. So Greenwood's played 46 games.
Yeah, he's got the best goal conversion.
23 games, scored 17 goals.
18 and thing games.
5 assists.
47.
His
Huh?
stats were
Five
disgusting.
assists.
One of the best in the league.
Bro, I think that assist that I think Man United uploaded that and they made a mistake. He's got 2 assists. But the thing is,
Wait, 18 goals.
he's got 18
18.
goals, two assists. Yeah, United made a mistake on one of their posts. Maybe that's what put you off.
One
Lupe is
all
averaging
competition.
1.5 shots a game.
Good numbers there.
Huh?
He was averaging 1.5 shots a game. And he's still got 18 goals. So to put that into perspective, Rashford's got 3.1 shots a game and Martial with 2.4.
So imagine
And
he was
these-
able to shoot a lot more.
These aren't tap-ins as well.
Ridiculous.
These aren't tap-ins as well,
Yeah,
man.
agree. They're just
Yeah,
rockets.
they're not
Top left, top right.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've been saying this for a while. Like, you can see our boys having, all these shots. But look at Salah and Mane, man. Their shots per game is ridiculous. Even Kane. If we can create more, if we have a whole season with
Well, we're just-
Pogba in and Bruno in,
Facilitate,
Well,
facilitate,
we got
facilitate.
Bruno and Pogba, guys. It's peak. You know what I'm saying? I know you're saying something about Uncle Matic, but once you replace Uncle Matic with someone else, just to cover that is mad. Anyway, that was Zaman. What was yours? So it's 8.5.
8.6
Yeah,
overall as an average.
Yeah.
Okay,
8.6.
cool. So that is the end of the first team, and we're just gonna run through these ones quickly because we've gone over time right now. But just to give them honorable mentions because it will be unfair, we might as well just do it quickly. May, what would you rate him? Quick shot. Zam, go first.
Listen, didn't play enough. Give him average 6.
What?
I'm giving him average 6. Didn't play enough. When he played, I liked what I saw. Injuries, I don't know. 6.
Does everyone agree?
No, I give him a 3, but continue. He just hasn't played games, bro. Like, you can't give him a rating of 6.
Yeah, you can't give him a rating.
When you're given, I can't give him a rating actually. So, but I'll give him a 3 for being wearing a United shirt.
You know, forget. Yeah, you're right.
I know, bro. There's no other logic you can use for that. But Brandon Williams,
Give him a 5 or a 6. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So Williams, what are you saying?
I'll give him 6.6.
William.
6.6.
I'll give it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about fair. Yeah, definitely. Williams, he's done well in his first season, so I'll give it to him.
James?
It needs to improve. IQ's low, man.
Yeah. No, that's why I gave him a 4.
He came in gas though.
To be fair, yeah, he
came in on fire.
Oh man.
And then it just went off.
Like James did everything I expected of him in his first season. 16 million championship. Give him a 5.
Yeah,
a 5.
Yeah, who realistically expected more? 15 million from the championship. He can improve. That's what I like though. 21 or whatever.
23.
5. Is he?
Sauce, yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
Sauce.
He's definitely the sauce, man.
100, bro.
What number would you give him?
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly say this right. Before his injury, I saw like posts on Bleacher Report and Premier League saying how he's number 1 in all defensive stats in the league. His overall rating at CDM is higher than Conte. I think Ndidi might have done better because of the lockdown nonsense. But honestly, I think he had a great year. His injury really messes up. I'm saying 8.
Cool.
Yeah, it was tough to see him go down last game as well, bro. It was mad.
Yeah, standard 8 for me, man, for sure. McTominay put in the shift. I think he scored the most goals he scored ever for himself this season, isn't it? Yeah, he's had an incredible season for me.
Yeah, that goal against City, lovely.
Benders, isn't it?
The one from Clay.
Excellent.
Either way, yeah, he had 5 goals this year.
Yeah.
Tom, what are you saying?
Yeah, 7 or 8. 7, yeah, 7.
I'm giving him a 7. Yeah.
Yeah, understandable. I think lockdown kind of,
Nah, the injury. It wasn't even just lockdown, man. The injury.
Yeah, it was the injury
Messed
majority
up
of the time.
momentum. And I also liked him last season. Last season, McTominay was one of our better players.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Matter is NA. I thought you were...
Literally, he happened to be on the
0.
list.
Another player needs to get out of my
We didn't
club.
have enough games.
Wait, hold on. Matter as a human being is 10 though.
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
You're a G still.
Definitely.
So is Lingard.
Lingard is getting a whole one.
Lingard, Everton is calling. Continue. I'm joking.
Let's move on, man. Forget Lingard as well.
Oh, Newcastle. I heard they got new owners.
Move on, BK. Forget Lingard.
Leave it.
5 out of 10.
Yeah,
Average.
Fred, I'll give him
Fred,
a 7,
the
man.
guy that fancies
That's a
himself
good squad
from the
player.
halfway line.
I'll give him a 7.
Halfway line. Shoots from the
Sorry,
halfway
what
line.
did you say? So you say 7?
I'll give him. To be fair, I'll give him a 6. Like for what he came for what he's done, he's actually remained humble and he's done his job. But he just needs a consistent run of game for him to keep his fire burning. But at the end of the day, he's decent.
Yep.
He's done decent.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Fred 7. When we needed him, he was there in it.
He was
He was
there.
quite
So
consistent.
the Fred comparison to Kante is over.
He's got no shot though. He's got 0 shot.
When was he ever in the same sentence as Kante?
Zamwa, you want to answer the question?
I used to say in it because at one point Fred was playing so well. He was playing centre mid better than Conte was playing centre mid. And I was like,
but that's Jorginho. That's after Jorginho comes.
listen, I don't know. All I said is that centre mid I'm taking Fred right now over Conte at one point. And
You're mad. You're actually mad. And Fred,
He's on class A stuff.
Never a point where you're taking Fred over Kante, bro. Come on.
No, he's just not that good. That's not me hating on Conte, is it?
All right.
yeah. Ooh, Igalo.
No.
Massive fan. Massive fan. I would just start this in it, bro.
Go on then. We might as well give him the last.
Give him an 8, bro. Flipping, oh man, what a guy! I actually want to see him at the club next season as well. I don't think we've seen a lot of him, and I feel like he's one of them die for the badge type players, bro. He's
I don't think
he's a boyhood fan. I'm not gonna lie to you, and we don't really have a striker. We don't really have a striker, if we're really honest. So to have some massive guy able to hold the ball like Martial can't do that, Rashford can't do that. To have that option, and he's done very well in the Europa League as well. You gotta give him that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him. Wait, I might have been a bit gassy on an 8, but I'll give him a 7.
I'll give him a solid 7 as well. Like you can just tell, man, he fights for the badge. Like, you know what I mean?
You need more players like that, man.
He plays for Manchester United, man. It's like you're seeing like a fan play for the club, man. Like he's given that.
Can never hit that.
Yeah.
You got
Come, what are you saying?
Yeah, 7, man. And passion level was 10. If we're doing passion levels.
Zam, what are you saying?
Yeah, bro, desire.
Just, I'm gonna repeat what Kunal said. Honestly, I thought we should have got Igalo years ago, man. Do you guys remember for Watford? He scored against us and didn't celebrate.
Oh,
I didn't know that. That's mad.
I remember that.
Didn't even know that.
I know that. Yeah.
Bro,
you know what? Just because of that, I'm giving him 7.4. 7.4.
And
yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll keep him.
I'll probably keep him. Yeah, definitely.
And then the final one, just to be equal.
This is a big one. Okay.
You guys signed off, lad.
Listen, I need City to go, then I need trade.
Go then.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm gonna put Oli under the bus here, innit? Because I feel like he is sleeping way too comfy right now. I know, what time is it? 1:15. He's sleeping very comfy right now, and I know for a fact he should not be that comfy. Yeah, because some dickhead called Bruno came, a godsend, right? Just single-handedly saved his career, bro. Legit. Like, I don't think he would ever get a manager's position if he'd have flopped that one. What happened to David Moyes? But either way, I'll give him a 4 out of 10.
4?
Yeah, 4 out of 10. I feel like the players carried Oli, not the other way around.
Right?
You know what? Just based on how the season's been, it's been obviously a roller coaster. We sort of started well, first 5 games, mid-season dip in form. Obviously, post-lockdown, obviously we've been able to sort of pick up results. With us obviously being 14 games unbeaten in the Premier League. if I'm honest, man, Solskjaer's on the wall for me, man. He's brought back that feel good factor. For us to even be talking about Sancho today, Solskjaer knows the fans want Sancho at the club. Solskjaer knows Sancho will take that number 7, and Solskjaer knows that he's going to try his best to get the club to where he thinks we should be, man, and we should be fighting for titles and closing the gap. So for me, I respect him more for his reaction after the win against Leicester. It wasn't like everyone crowding around celebrating. No, it was more, look, job's done. We're meant to be here, and let's kick on. Obviously, it wasn't like a perfect season. I'm not gonna sort of be delusional, be excited, and say, look, it's been a great season for us. No, but at the end of the day, Champions League football is what we wanted at first. We got it, so I've got to give him a solid 7, man, definitely.
Tom?
So you were saying it was the players that got us where we were, but it's the manager who picked the players. Like, who gave Greenwood the opportunity to do what he's done? Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And Rashford, I feel like he's developed Rashford, and I feel like he's had a big part to play, but behind the scenes, things you don't see that Rashford does. And with what he's worked with, third place is banging. I'm a happy United fan. I'm happy.
Zam?
So
Wait, Tom, what did you give him?
yeah, sorry, the score. I'll give him a 7.5.
Wait, so Trey, you gave him a 7, right?
Yeah, solid one.
So hold on,
Did
you both
give
gave
him
him. I gave him a 3 now.
Zam what?
A 3, you're saying you should get
Zam
sacked.
what?
I gave him a 4. I gave him a 4.
First of all, the players did not carry Ole. This was the worst United I've ever seen at times. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And listen, Pep,
The reason
Pep
it's the worst United you've seen is because of Oli.
You guys were coming
no,
up.
no.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold
listen,
on.
forget it. It's a different topic, but listen, we beat all of the big teams, bro. We finished third. And let's face it, people say Bruno was a godsend. I'm still going to argue that 70 to 60% he was a godsend. The rest, maybe we saw what Ole can do when he gets good players. Look at Greenwood; he's definitely been improved by Ole. Listen, when we get Sancho, I won't say when, and maybe even if we don't get anyone, if we get Sancho, let's just see what happens to Ole. It's too early to give him a 9, too early to give him a 3. I'm gonna say just because we finished top 3, I'll give him a 7. But there were parts of the season he was flip flopping around 5 to 7 area.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
So to me, I'll give Oli a 5 because he's literally like the next season is what's going to judge Oli. I'm not convinced that Oli knows exactly what he's doing, and he's got good players that he can just manage. But his tactics and everything that he needs to do to actually run the club, I need more convincing, to be fair. So I'll give him a 5. Well,
that's Ole 6.1, by the way, average.
Whoa. So we can all agree that Bruno Fernandes is the one that takes this without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think our highest was Bruno 9.2, lowest was Matthews 5.2.
Can I just say, Sully, that Bruno saved Ole, but Ole bought Bruno.
Yeah.
We wanted to get Bruno for time. We were meant to get him last summer.
No. Listen, if we had Jose right now,
it's done.
Yeah.
All right. At this press. So, at the end of the day, I also wanted to ask you guys, out of all the people that you do know, forget world class, forget everything, who actually played for the badge in our team
this season? Yeah,
that's a perfect answer. I can more answer.
Either Igalo or Rashford.
Yeah. Igalo.
I would give Igalo because he didn't come from academy. He didn't have nothing. He just looks like he's giving it his 100. Yeah.
So Igalo is what Sanchez should have been, man. Okay.
Yeah. Well and good. But guys, thank you very much. It's been a long talk, but you guys gave your whole fair points and decisions. we will make more videos. So please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're locked in. We do have challenges. We do have more debates coming in. It's still the Manchester boys, all the Liverpool boys, Arsenal boys, and Chelsea boy. All them guys are also going to come in, and girls. And also we do have clashes between us guys and them guys. So make sure you stay locked in.
Yeah, definitely.
And-
Just a little something just to say to everyone as well. Let's not forget we was wearing this shirt when we won the Europa, so I'm
I'll take it.
for good luck. So yeah, man, I'm gassed.
I think we should all invest in the Man United vest like Trey does, man.
To be fair, I've got a couple, bro.
All right, guys. Have a good evening. Safe. Till next time.
Till next time.
Yeah, take care.